What is up, Gaming Nation? We are back with our college football simulation series, and this time we are in the ACC, and we're going to see the ACC championship here shortly. We got the Miami Hurricanes versus SMU and the Mustangs. This should be a hell of a matchup. Kevin Jennings, absolute superstar player on the Mustangs, and he is going to be hard pressed to get a victory today against Miami. Carson Beck is on fire. How did we get here? SMU, as you can see there, they won the conference 10-2 on the season, 7-1 in conference play. Miami right behind them at 10-2, 6-2 in conference play, and then you can see a real logjam. Clemson, Duke, Pitt, Louisville, all of them really in a really tight fought division, but ultimately, again, SMU, Miami, going to be playing it out for the title. And the interesting thing is, in the regular season, SMU did in fact beat Miami 35-32 in November. That was a tough game in Miami, but they pulled it out. So SMU, you got to think, in some ways they have the advantage because they got the win, but is it likely to have 2 wins on the season against Miami? I think they're going to be pretty challenging circumstances to pull that one out. But ultimately, we'll see what happens. Miami, again, excellent season, and they're a solid team, outstanding offense, really some good solid victories in there. So this should be a good one. When you look at it in terms of the breakdown, looking just at conference play, again, Clemson, they were right there on the door, but ultimately they did not have what it took. They had that big loss to SMU, 16-10, and ultimately they lose to Florida State, which really was the massive one. Now, in terms of offense, you can see there for the ACC, SMU, they're coming in number 2 in offense, 38 points a game, really impressive. Miami, not as much at 32.8 points a game, but ultimately still some really impressive stats, and they can move the ball incredibly well. In terms of the defense, Pitt, number 1 overall. You can see there, though, Miami only giving up 19.9 points a game, 4,000 yards on the season. They are a powerhouse, and you can see there, SMU coming in at number 8. So here we are, battling it out for the ACC. Again, this is going to be a really good one. A really good one. This is going to have huge playoff implications. And anyways, if you are enjoying the content, please consider liking and subscribing. Really would appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. Helps give me a reason to make more videos. Really love making the videos. So hope you're enjoying them. So with that, we are going to see the Hurricanes taking on SMU. As mentioned before, the SMU actually beat the Hurricanes earlier in the season, really closely contested battle. It's going to be tough to get another win here today, but that said, that is why we play the game. And with that, we are at the point here for kickoff for the ACC. And again, this is going to have major playoff implications because these are 2 powerhouse teams. So here we are, 8 minutes into the game here. 2nd and 7, nice completion there for Beck. Hits his man, moving the ball nicely. It's now 3rd and 3 on the play. Beck in the gun, 2 wide, and takes it, scanning the field and across the middle. Nice completion with that. It's going to be a 1st down. Ooh, that's got to hurt though. CJ Daniels, he is down. Can't afford to lose him. In terms of this game, that could be costly. So with that, the drive does come to an end, and here we go for the field goal, about 45 yards out, and it's up, and it's good. And just like that, Miami takes the lead here in the ACC championship game. And again, it's, you know what, in terms of the last matchup, they did not have any problem scoring points, so I'm expecting a lot of points here today. So here we go now, 2nd and 6. And, oh, what a completion. My goodness, Kevin Jennings. Wow, that is how it's done. What a completion. And again, just like that, they get into scoring territory, but they can't move the ball in. Look at the guts here. SMU going for it on 4th and 4. Only the 1st quarter. That is showing some real courage here early in the game. Jennings in the gun. He takes it, drops back, scans the field. Beautiful strike. Hits his receiver. Just like that. He's got Brinson down to the 3. And here they are, 1st and goal. Can SMU punch it in here, take the lead in the ACC championship? Throwing it to the outside, into the end zone, touchdown. That is how it's done. Well done in terms of moving the play. Green struts into the end zone. Fans are going wild. Just like that, it's 6-3. Going to soon here be 7-3 for the SMU Mustangs. And again, that was a really beautiful drive. Gutsy, though, going for it on 4th down early in the championship game. You don't often see that. So with that here, SMU going to put through the extra point. It's up, it's good, and just like that, 7-3, 7-play, 77-yard drive. That's how it's done. So here we go. Late in the first, back hits his target across the middle. What a reception. Johnson brings it in. That's how it's done. And with that, first quarter is going to come to an end. 14-3 now, but ultimately, can the Hurricanes get back into this game? Statistically, they've got more control, but ultimately they just have not been able to move the ball and get it into the end zone. So ultimately, they're going to need some points here, really get back into this game right now at 14-3. That's a tough one. So here we are, flipping sides. Carson Beck again, 3rd and 14, down the field, has his man, hits the big tight end. That's how it's done. Running into the end zone for the touchdown for Bowman, and just like that, it's 14-9 with the extra point to come. Miami needed that score. They needed to get back in this game. Alex Bauman, if anyone you're going to look for on the field, you're going to look for Bauman. He is a beast. The guy's a monster. He's big, brings it in, good hands, and just like that, 14-10. So what can Jennings and the offense do? Well, that's definitely one way to start it. The freshman, Derek McFall, nice pickup there of about 10 yards. Driving the ball here, continuing. There goes McFall again. Nice little stutter step. Look at that pickup of about 20 yards there for McFall. And with that, we're going to get here a shot for another 3 points and increasing the lead. It's up, and it is good. That's how SMU does it. This offense, they can definitely roll. They got speed all over the place. And with that, it's going to be 17-10 SMU here. Now, late in the second quarter, SMU has the ball again, looking to really make an impact to take a lead here, but it's not happening. The big burly D of Miami shutting that down. Jennings had nowhere to go. That defensive line, that front four, that ultimately Miami's rocking there, they can move the line, they can penetrate, and that was well done. Moten the senior bringing that in, and with that, we are going to go into timeout here, 17-10. Can Miami get some points here on the board with $1:55 left? Well, plays like that are definitely going to help with the movement. So here we go, minute 38 left. Beck scanning the field. He's looking for a target. Can't find anyone, so he's going to run it. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Oh my goodness, to the 40, down to about the 32. This kid, he's got wheels. He can move when he needs to. And man, he moved on that play just like that in scoring position. But they don't want a field goal. They want more. So here we go, 2nd and 7. Beck rolls out, and a nice strike there across the middle. Receiver brings it down. With that, 6 seconds left, going for the short field goal. It's up, and it is good. And just like that, going into halftime, SMU is up 17-13. This is one hell of a game right now. Both teams are playing really well. In terms of offense, about 220 yards for Miami, 217 for SMU. Jennings, he has looked really good out there, 13 of 14. Beck as well, he's definitely gunslinging, 18 for 24, 195 yards. They just have not had the luck in getting into the end zone. Fletcher, not much there in terms of the run game so far. McFall, not too bad at 8 carries for 39 yards, but there's not a lot there in terms of the run game. Ultimately, you got to think that there's going to be a little bit more of a push in the second half to get some more yards off the ground. And Miami, they got to get back into this game, take the lead here. They're close. Let's see what they can do. So now halfway through the third, rejoin the action here. Back with that. Wow, nice. Oh, no. Looked like his receiver brought it down. He did not. Back throws the costly interception. That drive, they could have taken the lead. So now jumping back here into the action, we have Miami almost here at the end of the third, and with 1 second left on the play, Beck drops back, and nice reception there, and look at that, it's going to be 1st and goal. He hits Bauman. They're down to about the 6. Finally, with the opportunity here to take the lead, touchdown puts them into the lead for this game. In terms of offense, they are absolutely destroying it in terms of the passing game, 306 yards, but they just have not been able to put the ball into the end zone consistently enough, and that really has made the difference today. So here we are, 3rd and goal. Can they do it? Can they take the lead? No, they can't. Beck goes down, fumbles the ball. Oh my goodness gracious. Miami gets it back, but with that, it's going to be 4th and goal. Any chance they had there at taking the lead is gone. Jonathan Jefferson, look at that, just a beast. Beats two offensive linemen there and comes in and takes back down. So with that, Miami going for the field goal. It's going to be a 35-yarder or so, and there it is. Just like that, 17-16. Miami continuing to battle. They just cannot get the lead. They have not had the lead since they were up 3-0 early in the game. Now jumping ahead here late into the 4th. And with that, Miami goes for the field goal. First time in the game, they have the lead. Again, they cannot get into the end zone for a touchdown, but there they go, back-to-back field goals. They're up 19-17, 2 minutes left. What can happen here? Jefferson, look at that. What a strike. That's how it's done. Beautiful pass. And just like that, SMU, they are in scoring position with $1:26 left in the game. Kevin Jennings hasn't had a great game today, but that's how it's done. Scans the field, sees his receiver, boom, 41 yards. That's a huge play. Miami's got to be worried right now. Clock is working against them, and SMU, they are moving down the field. Really, they're pretty much in scoring range now, and that, if they weren't before, they definitely are now. Nice reception there. The rookie, Derek McFall, brings it in. Minute 10 left now. It's 3rd and 1. What can they do? McFall, he cannot get there. He's battling, but he does not get the first down. So with that, a minute 6, and we have SMU going for the field goal. Can they take the lead here with 1:06 left? The field goal, it is up. It is good. SMU takes the lead. 20-19, 1 minute and 3 seconds left. Here we go now, 2 seconds left. It's 4th and 17. This is it. Beck's last chance. Can he deliver? Okay. You need to win the game. So you throw an out flat for like 3 yards and go out of bounds with no time left. Oh my goodness, I don't understand that one. But anyways, with that, SMU, they deliver. SMU does it. They beat the Hurricanes to win the ACC. And that man right there, Jennings, played a key role in it. But again, that drive there, that was absolutely crucial. SMU moved the ball when they needed it, and they take home the ACC championship. That is definitely going to have playoff implications in terms of the bracket. But SFU, they pulled it off. Jennings, look at that, 21-28. He played well. Carson Beck, though, 38-49, 375 yards. He did have that costly interception. Ultimately, Miami, they did look to be the better team. They played better. They had more points. But again, they just could not put it in the end zone when they needed to. SMU made the big plays. Many of those plays, big defensive plays. And when it mattered and when it counted, SMU delivered on the offense. They get the win. Can't really call it an upset, but in some ways I would actually consider it an upset. Again, SMU winning twice, not once but twice, over University of Miami this season. That's a real shocker. Miami's got to be upset with this result. And again, that's going to have big implications because Miami was the number 2 seed. SMU was sitting there at number 8. No idea how this is going to shake the tree of the college football playoff, but I think it's going to be pretty massive. We've already had 2 massive other results that we just were not anticipating. And so the streak continues. What that's going to do to the playoff, we just this time don't know. Got to get through all the other conferences here before we see it, how it all goes down. But anyways, hope you enjoyed that video. That was one heck of a game. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.